Hello guys, welcome back to your channel Learning Point. Today we are going to discuss about logarithmic differentiation. I have covered the basics of differentiation, composite functions, and the inverse functions of derivatives of the inverse function in the previous videos. I will be providing the link for those videos in the description. If you have not seen the basics of differentiation, I would suggest please check out that video and then come back for this video so that you understand all the points in this video very carefully. Okay. So now when we want to learn logarithmic differentiation, it's very simple guys. Just carefully observe the entire video till the end and I assure you, you will become master in applying the logarithmic differentiation. This is based on the 12th standard new syllabus which is issued by the government for the year 2020-21. Now let us first of all understand how to apply log and what is the definition of log, what are the different rules of log. I'll give the basics of log, but yes, I have made a exclusive video for logarithms. I am also providing the link for that in your description box. Please check it out. See, now when we talk about logarithms, definition is if a raised to x is equal to m, then by definition of logarithm, I have to find the value of x. Then x comes out to be equal to log of m to the base a. And the condition for this definition is that a is greater than 0 and m is also greater than 0, which says that log is defined for all the positive numbers. It is not defined for 0 or for the negative numbers. There is a special name given to this. This is called as exponential form, and the second form that is available is called as logarithmic form. Now there are different rules of logarithms. I'll give you all the rules. Number one, log of m into n is equal to log of n plus log of n. If nothing is in the base, then in calculus we assume that the base is e so that the working becomes simplified for us. Number two, log of m upon n. If the question is in the form of product, we add the logarithms of the two numbers. And if the question is in the form of division, then we subtract the logarithm of two numbers. So log of m minus log of n. Number three, if I have log of m to the power n, whatever is in the power will get multiplied behind the log. So the answer that I will get over here is n into log of n. Number four, if we have log of 1 to the any base a, then we say that log of 1 is always 0. Number 5, log of any number to the same base is always equal to 1. Guys, once again, I would request you, if you are not having the basic knowledge of logarithms, please check out the video which is made exclusively for logarithms and then come back to this video. The things will be very clear to you because I have given lots of examples and lots of points in that particular video because it is made exclusively for logarithms. Now over here today we are going to study logarithmic differentiation. So let us first of all see what are the conditions in which we have to apply the logarithmic differentiation. There are two conditions in which we have to apply logarithmic differentiation, guys. The first condition is that question over there is in the form of function raised to function, or x raised to function, or a function raised to x. For example, if I have x square plus 2x plus 3 whole raised to x plus 1. So x square plus 2x plus 3 is a function, as well as x plus 1 is also a function. So this becomes a type of function raised to function. Example number 2, it can be x to the power 7x minus 1. So x to the power 7x minus 1 is of the form of x raised to a certain function f7x minus 1. Otherwise, if I have function raised to x, probably it can be 9x cube minus 1 whole to the power x. Otherwise, it can also be log 3x minus 1 and whole to the power x. So in such a case, it becomes in the form of function to the power another function. That is one case, guys. First case where it is function raised to function. Second case, or the second condition where I have to apply logarithmic differentiation is something like this. There are too many square roots or cube roots or radicals in the question. In case if you don't know what is the meaning of radical, I'll definitely tell you. Radical is nothing but fractional powers. Fractional powers are called as radicals. Obviously, I'll give you an example. I can have a question which is something like this. Under root of 7x divided by x minus 1 to the power 1 by 3 into 2x plus 1 to the power 3 by 2. So this power 1 by 3 is a fractional power. Power 3 by 2 is a fractional power. So they are called as radicals. Otherwise, I can say a question which is 2x square minus 1 to the power 3 by 2 multiplied by x minus 1 to the power 1 by 5 x plus 1 to the power 1 by 2 and 3x plus 1 to the power 7 by 8. So once again, there are lots of terms involved, lots of radical powers involved. So this kind of a question once again becomes my question, which is going to be solved with the help of logarithmic differentiation. Now let's get started with the example of how to solve this questions with the help of logarithmic differentiation. Come on. Okay, I'll start with a basic example and then we'll go to our exercise questions. Example, if I have y is equal to x to the power 3x. So what do we do in such a case? It is x, that is variable, to the power of function. So I have to apply log on both the sides so that this power can be taken behind the log. So we will first say step number one, take log on both the sides. So I will get log of y is equal to log of x to the power 3x. Now by the rule of logarithm, this power can be taken behind the log over here because the rule says log of m raised to n can be written as n times log of m. So I will get therefore log y is equal to 3x into log x. So now you can see over here guys, there are two elements or two functions which are multiplied with each other. So always remember when the terms are multiplied with each other, we have to multiply or we have to apply the u into v rule or the multiplication rule. So what is the u into v rule? It says y into uv then dy by dx is equal to v derivative of u plus u derivative of v. So when I want to find the derivative, I have to write over here differentiate with respect to x. So yes, I will get over here log x into derivative of 3x plus 3x into derivative of log x. Now the most important part, something new that you are studying today other than u into v rule, which is called as derivative of log y. What is the derivative of log y? We consider the derivative of log y similar to log x. You all know that derivative of log x is 1 by x. So derivative of log y is 1 by y. But whenever we are taking the derivative with respect to x, so we have to multiply this with dy by dx. Always remember, whenever you are taking the derivative of log y, it has to be 1 by y dy by dx. 1 by y into dy by dx. Because if you remember, in our previous exercise, in our composite function, I had explained you it is same as log of fx. I had told you something very clearly over here that whatever element you have other than x is always considered as fx. So if anything other than x is fx, so obviously y is other than x. And if y is other than x, I assume in my mind that y is nothing but fx. So what is derivative of log fx guys? You know that it is 1 upon fx into derivative of fx. So guys, see, you can compare this. Fx over here is y. Derivative of fx is dy by dx. Yes, so we get our answer. Derivative of log y is 1 by y multiplied by dy by dx. Whenever you come across this term log y, always write the answer as 1 by y dy by dx. Always. Okay, chalo, now let's move on. So I will get 1 by y and dy by dx is equal to. Now this log x over here is left outside the derivative. Derivative of 3x is 3 plus 3x into derivative of log x, which is 1 upon x. This x and x will get cancelled off. So I will get, see, we are interested in value of dy by dx. We are not interested with 1 by y being associated over here. So I will transfer this y on the opposite side and I will write it as 3 log x plus 3. Now, these both terms, 3 can be taken outside. In the bracket, I will get log x plus 1. And in place of y, we will substitute the original value, which is x to the power 3x. So that becomes your value for dy by dx. That is very simple, guys. That was example number 1. I'll take one more example of the same type. If suppose I get a question which is e raised to 2x raised to x. So when you come across this kind of a sum which has got e raised to 2x raised to x, so what we will do is we will start as we did in the previous case. Take log on both sides. Derivative of, so log y over here will be as it is. Then when I apply log to this, e raised to 2x and again raised to x. So this entire element is taken as one term and e over there is kept as a separate term, so that I have a property log of m raised to n can be written as n into log of n. So this entire element can be assumed as n. So this n gets multiplied over here behind the logarithm. So when I apply this property, it becomes 2x to the power x into log of e. And you already know that log of e is always taken as 1. So I will just be left out with 2x to the power x into 1. Then that becomes your value of log y. But I can see that the variable is x over here. If variable is x, directly we can never differentiate this. Therefore, what I have to do is I have to again take this x in the base. So we will say again take log. So what is derivative of, it is going to happen over here is it will become log of log y, and here it will become log of 2x raised to x. Now again with the help of same property, this x will get multiplied behind the log. So left hand side will become log of log y, right hand side will become x into log of 2x. So once again this becomes your u and this becomes v. So guys, now without wasting any time, we have to now differentiate this because any further simplification is not possible. So I will now say differentiating with respect to x. So on the right hand side, you are absolutely right. You have to apply the value for u into v rule. So it is v into derivative of u. So log 2x into derivative of x plus u into derivative of v. So x into derivative of log of 2x. But on the left hand side, we have to apply the formula for log of fx. This entire term, if I assume as fx, you know the answer. It is 1 upon fx into derivative of fx. So I'm sure you can guess the answer. It is 1 upon log y into derivative of log y, which is 1 upon y. But as I told you in the previous sum, derivative of log y is considered once again as log of fx. So 1 upon fx again into derivative of fx, where I get multiplied by dy by dx. So now this will become 1 by y into log y into dy by dx, and leave this log 2x as it is. Derivative of x is 1. We leave this x as it is. Derivative of log 2x is 1 upon 2x multiplied by derivative of 2x, which is 2 into 1. Again over here guys, we are considering this as log of fx. So yes guys, if you observe carefully, this 2 and 2 will get cancelled off, x and x will get cancelled off, and will be left out with only 1. So when I want to get my answer for dy by dx, I have to cross multiply this y log y on the opposite side. So it is y into log y inside the bracket log 2x into 1, that is log 2x. The second term everything got cancelled off, so I get 1. Now substitute over here the values of y and log y. Y value was e raised to 2x raised to x. So I get over here e raised to 2x raised to x, and value of log y over here that we had got was 2x to the power x. So this is multiplied by 2x to the power x, and remaining terms will be kept as it is, log 2x plus 1, and that is your value of dy by dx. So that becomes your answer for dy by dx. Let us take a second type of example over here now, where we come across the question which is based on a function to the power x. Here we were taking the questions which was function to the power function. Now example 3, I have y is equal to 3x plus 5 to the power x. Once again guys, over here also we have to start in the same way. Taking log on both the sides, we will get over here log of y is equal to log of 3x plus 5 to the power x. Take this x behind the log with the help of property. So log y is equal to x into log of 3x plus 5. Once again, this becomes your value of u. This entire term becomes your value of v, and this becomes log fx. So just as we did in the previous case, now we will differentiate this with respect to x. Derivative of log y, as you all know, 1 by y into dy by dx, And on the right hand side, we will apply multiplication rule. V into derivative of u. So log 3x plus 5 multiplied by derivative of x plus u into derivative of v. So it is x into derivative of log of 3x plus 5. So once again, we copy down this 1 by y dy by dx as it is. Log 3x plus 5, no change, leave it as it is. And what is derivative of x? It is 1. What is this x will be as it is. And what is derivative of log 3x plus 5? Yes, we consider this as log of fx. So the answer will once again be 1 upon fx. So 1 upon 3x plus 5 multiplied by derivative of fx, which is multiplied by derivative of 3x plus 5. So now we leave this dy by dx as it is. Cross multiply this y on the opposite side and I get log 3x plus 5 plus x upon 3x plus 5 multiplied by the value over here for derivative of 3x will be 3 into 1 plus 0, so which is just 3. So now we resubstitute the value of y. We can write over here resubstituting y dy by dx. So what was your value of y? It was 3x plus 5 whole power x multiplied by log 3x plus 5 plus 3x upon 3x plus 5. So that becomes your required value for dy by dx. I'm sure everybody is able to get that. It's a very easy thing, guys. Now let us see the next type of question where we are having some different powers of variables, some different powers of functions, and let us see how we solve that. If we have y is equal to 2x minus 1 to the power 1 by 3 into x minus 2 to the power 3 by 4 divided by square root of 2 minus x the whole cube. So if I have 2 minus x the whole cube, the first thing that I will do is I will apply my laws of indices and write this square root as power 1 by 2. You already know square root of a, if it is a to the power 1 by 2, and if I have square root of a cube, this will become a cube to the power 1 by 2, where these both powers can again be multiplied and be written as a to the power 3 by 2. So the denominator over there can be simplified and written as, we'll see it now, 1 by 3 x minus 2 raised to 3 by 4 and 2 minus x raised to 3 by 2. So this becomes your value of y. Now, it is not practically possible to differentiate such a big function directly. Because we are not able to differentiate this, we have to first of all take log, do some basic simplification, and then we will differentiate this with respect to this. So let us start. We have to say over here take log on both sides. So I will get over here log y is equal to log of this entire function 2x minus 1 1 by 3 x minus 2 raised to 3 by 4 upon 2 minus x raised to 3 by 2. Now, according to the property of logarithm, the numerator, both the log values will get added. Denominator, the log value will get subtracted. Once again, guys, for this particular kind of problem, I would suggest refer the video based on logarithms, properties, applications, and then come back to this particular sum. Easily, you would be able to understand this kind of a question, guys. Log of 2x minus 1 raised to 1 by 3 plus log of x minus 2 raised to 3 by 4 and minus log of 2 minus x to the power 3 by 2. Now, we leave this log y as it is. Once again, according to the property of log, the power values can all be multiplied behind their respective logarithms. So, in such a case, this will become 1/3 log 2x minus 1 plus 3/4 log x minus 2 minus 3 by 2 log 2 minus x. Any further simplification is not possible over here, guys. So when we are not able to do further simplification, what we have to do is we have to differentiate both sides with respect to x. So we will say over here differentiating with respect to x. Derivative of log y. I am sure we have now become really proficient with that. 1 by y and dy by dx. We leave this 1 by 3 as it is over here. Derivative of log of 2x minus 1 log fx. So I get 1 upon 2x minus 1 into derivative of 2x minus 1 3 by 4 into 1 upon x minus 2 into derivative of x minus 2 minus 3 by 2 and 1 upon 2 minus x multiplied by the derivative of 2 minus x. So yes guys, when we want to find the value of dy by dx, you all know that we have to cross multiply this y on the opposite side. So I am taking this y over here. Now derivative of 2x is 2. So I get 2 upon 3 into 2x minus 1. If you wish, you can multiply that inside the bracket if you want to keep it like that. Not an issue guys, that is not a very big thing. This 3 will be as it is. Derivative of x is 1, so I get 3 into 1. Derivative of 2 is 0, so we are just ignoring that. So I just get 1 over here. 4 into x minus 2 minus 3 upon 2. Derivative of 2 is 0, but derivative of minus x is minus 1. So if you ignore this minus sign, if you forget this minus sign, there will be an issue guys. So do not forget this minus sign, please. So it is minus 1 into 2 minus x. Resubstituting y, you will get the answer dy by dx and the value of y 2x minus 1 to the power 1 by 3 multiplied by x minus 2 to the power 3 by 4 divided by root of 2 minus x the whole cube, and the remaining elements 2 upon 6x minus 3 plus 3 upon 4x minus 8 minus and minus will become plus 3 upon 4 minus x. So yes guys, that was the sum number 4 of your examples, and we are done with the example number 4 over here. Yes. Now the last type of example guys, which is having two different terms. So when there are two different terms, what do we do in that kind of a sum? Let us understand now with the help of sum number 5. If I have y is equal to, let us say, log x to the power 2x plus 3 to the power x. What do we do in this kind of a sum? Now the problem over here is we cannot apply the log directly in this kind of a sum. The reason is that we have a property of log of m into n, which is equal to log of m plus log of n. But this cannot be equal to log of n plus n. Now because this does not work, therefore I cannot take log directly in this particular kind of a sum. So what I have to do over here is I have to separate the terms by assuming first term and the second term. Let me take this is A and this over here is B. So I will get, let A is equal to log x to the power 2x and B is equal to 3 to the power x. So we have to take the derivative. So therefore y is equal to A plus B, and when I differentiate this with respect to x, value of dy by dx will become equal to dA upon dx plus dB upon dx, and I will write this as equation number 1. Now we will separately calculate the values of the derivatives of A and B, dA by dx and dB by dx, and then they will be substituted in their respective places in the equation 1. So let us start with consider A. So when we consider A, which is equal to log of x to the power 2x, and here you observe that it is a function to the power variable x. Therefore, we have to take log on both the sides. So when we take log on both the sides over here, you will get log of A. We can directly take this 2x behind. So I get 2x into log of log x. Be careful with this guys. It is log of again log x. We'll see how to differentiate this right now. Differentiate with respect to x. So just as we take the derivative of log y as 1 upon y into dy by dx, in the same way derivative of log a will be 1 upon a dA by dx. And on the right hand side, as usual, The first term is taken as u and the second entire term is taken as v. So when I differentiate this, v into derivative of u, so this is log x into derivative of 2x plus 2x into derivative of log x. Now we are interested in the value of dA by dx. So cross multiply that a on the opposite side inside the bracket. Log x will be as it is because derivative sign does not affect the term behind that. But obviously derivative of 2x is 2 into 1 which is equal to 2 plus this 2x over there remains as it is. And now log x is considered as log of fx. So what is derivative of log of fx? 1 upon fx into derivative of fx. Guys, we are constantly doing this formula, so I'm sure the formula must be by heart to you by now. So you will get 1 upon 2 e plus 2x into 1 upon log x multiplied by derivative of log x. So now a into 2 times log x plus 2x upon log x and derivative of log x is 1 upon x. So x and x can be cancelled off. Resubstitute a dy by dx, sorry, dA by dx is equal to, what was a? Log x raised to 2x. So I write log x a raised to 2x. And if you observe clearly over here, guys, this 2 is a common element to both the terms. So I can take out this 2 common outside. So inside the bracket, I'll be left out with log of log x plus 1 upon log x and give that as equation 2. Now we also have to find the value of derivative of b. So now we consider b. B is a very easy function, guys. It is just 3 to the power x. And yes, when I have b is equal to 3 raised to x, you can directly consider this as a raised to x. And you know the derivative of a raised to x. It is a raised to x into log of a. So when I differentiate this with respect to x, we get derivative of this dB by dx is equal to 3 raised to x into log 3. Give this as equation number 3. Finally, guys, substitute 2 and 3 in equation 1. So I get the answer for dy by dx is equal to 2 into log of x to the power 2x multiplied by log of log x plus 1 upon log x plus 3 raised to x into log 3. So that is your answer for the derivative of y which is given to us in the question. Yes, guys, thank you for watching. I'm sure you must have understood the complete concept behind the logarithmic differentiation. In the next lecture, I'll be starting with the exercise number 3 of your chapter differentiation. Till then, everybody, take care, stay home, and stay safe. Thank you.